Hey you two, how's it going? You ever get really distracted by something that kind of almost hits you out of left field? That's what happened to me today. See, I got the Kerbal Space Program video done, and I got another one recorded. And then, after I got it uploaded, I had this idea real quick. I wanted to try something. So I started the program up, and I worked on my idea for a little while. I didn't figure I was going to be more than an hour or so at it, you know. But it turned out to be something that turned into a quest. You ever have that happen? You know, like for example, you're looking for a video, and you know, you just get this idea in your head, you know, maybe I want to watch that, but I want to read the case first. You know, just to reread the synopsis of what it's about, or who's in it, or whatever, you know. And so you go to look for it, and it's not where it belongs. And you look a little bit more, and you search a little bit more. And the next thing you know, it's 3 hours later, and you're still searching for the thing. This is what happened. This is what was going on, only with Kerbal Space Program. Basically, I had an idea. I wanted to try to build a lander that would have enough delta V to not only land on the planet Eve, which is Kerbal Space Program's equivalent to Venus, but also had enough fuel and power and so on to get back off the ground and back into orbit. That's a big job, because Eve's gravity is 1.5 times what Kerbin's is. Its atmosphere is 5 times denser, and it hits a real major challenge to get something off the ground there. And if that's not enough of a challenge, you got this thing that you build that can land on and get back off of Eve. Then you got to build another ship that can take it to Eve. I mean, you could have a ship that would be, you could have like a lander that would be 100 tons or more. And then you've got to find a way to get that 100 tons off of Kerbin into orbit, and then onto a transfer orbit to the Eve. Major job. And what started out to be something, I figured I'd mess with it for a half an hour or something like that. Bingo. 7, 8 hours later, I look up and go, oh crap. Because today was the day that I was going to have the Watching Bad Videos episode ready. Well, I'm sorry, it's going to have to be tomorrow, because it's almost tomorrow now. That's terrible. But it was just so fascinating and so challenging. I mean, I took time out and I looked on their forums and I looked around trying to find ideas for design tips. I know you need about 11.5 kilometers per second in delta V to get from Eve's surface up into orbit. And trying to build a ship that can do that is, oh my, you'd think just put more fuel on it, but that fuel is heavy, it weighs, and that makes the ship bigger, and so on, and oh, you end up with a monstrosity, 300 or 400 parts, that it's so big that the game slows down to like 2 frames a second when you try to fly it. Anyway, as you can tell, I am very fascinated with Kerbal Space Program. It's a big challenge, and Eve is the biggest challenge in the game, at least so far. Anyway, I'll be working on the Watching Bad Videos episode. I got a couple of good ones for that. One is a YouTube item, and the other one is a movie that kind of took me by surprise. I mean, not the content so much as the fact that it's there and who's in it. It was a pleasant surprise and a good movie. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.
Mr. TinFoilChef.